I don't know, man. I've got some serious concerns about the overall mental and emotional and intellectual strength of human beings in general right now, but specifically about men. And it's not even generation specific. I mean, we've already got an issue where people do this up talking thing where everything they say is phrased like a question so that they don't sound like they're being too, aggressive. So they think that we should, have a meeting, but we're not going to say it like we should have a meeting. So maybe we could have a meeting and sort of, elicit opinions and solicit ideas that would kind of, help out. I mean, the way people uptalk and phrase everything without commitment, and then they say sort of and kind of all the time. I mean, even people with big platforms do it. It's the weirdest thing ever. Just say what you have to say, and if people don't like it, fine. As long as you're not being mean, why can't you just express an opinion without equivocating and making your voice sound all weird and doing vocal fry so that you sound weak and not very strong and you don't bother anybody? Stop. Can we stop with this? When are we going to stop with this? Really? And I'll tell you, the internet makes it possible for people to be so much less connected and take so many fewer risks than they used to. So I'm a woman of a certain age who's on dating apps off and on, and I cannot tell you how often I get a message in my inbox that says, "You're beautiful, LMAO. What are you doing tonight?" Okay, so in real life, that would be you walking up to me and saying, "You're beautiful." I'm laughing my ass off about that. What's funny about that? Are you paying me a compliment or are you not paying me a compliment? I know what it is. It's a way of equivocating. It's a way of kind of not really committing to it in case you get rejected. It's like, it's the just saying of the internet, right? Like, I'm over it. And then what just happened? I mean, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to it. But what just happened right now is kind of weird. I was in a Facebook group where someone posted pictures of Christian Bale, and I said, "The Fighter is one of my all-time favorite movies. He was unreal and amazing in that movie." And the guy, who's probably like late 30s, he replied, "One of my favorite actors, LOL, he's great." LOL, why are you laughing out loud? One of my favorite actors. Just kidding. Like, in case he's not one of your favorite actors, I'm just kidding. You can't even be that committed to saying that you have a favorite actor without feeling like you need to weaken it in case someone disagrees with you or has a different opinion. It's so strange. I taught high school for a long time, high school English. And one of the things that I taught my students was once they wrote a paper, we would go through and we would cross out all the times they said, "I think." Because most sentences started with "I think." I think the character is doing this. I think the author wanted to do this. I think the theme is this. And I showed them that when they crossed out the words "I think" and left the rest of the sentence, the theme of the novel is this. This character is doing this. The author has this intention. A lot of them at first were really uncomfortable with that. They would say, "Well, it's just my opinion." Well, yes, of course it's your opinion. That's what you're writing down is your opinion. But you don't need to scream, "This is just my opinion that the theme of the novel is X," by virtue of the fact that it's your paper. It's your opinion. Why do you have to weaken it? Why are we so afraid of even the most minor disagreement, the most minor pushback, the most minor confrontation, the most minor affront, that we can't even say who our favorite actor is without LOLing it? We can't pay someone a compliment without LMAOing it? We can't say anything without wording it like a question? These are my questions. We can't? Then what hope do we have in general? When people say we're going to have a civil war, I LMAO. Because if people can't even pay a compliment or say who their favorite actor is without including some laugh emoji, we're screwed.